Hello students, how are you? Have you watched the video clip that has been played just now? Can you guess what an interesting topic that you are going to learn? Think a while. Yes, I think you have known that in the subject of mathematics, the student has to attempt skill-based questions to achieve good marks in the board examinations. One of them is finding the zeros of the given quadratic polynomial in graphical method. Sir, I am coming for giving you a problem related to this topic. Can I enter into the frame of display of activities? Yes, you can. I will put it on the board. Find the zeros of the polynomial p of x equals to x square minus x minus 6 in graphical method. Sir, please explain how it can be solved. I think you will go on well with your teaching skills. Best of luck. I will come back after getting the solution for the problem that I have given. Bye, sir. Before we are going to do the problem, we have to know the definition of the zero of the polynomial. Here, the definition is: the zero of the polynomial is defined as any real value of x for which the value of the polynomial becomes 0. In other words, a real number k is said to be a zero of the polynomial p of x if p of k is equal to 0. Take an example. P of x is equal to 3x minus 9 is a polynomial. If you substitute 3 for x, you will get p of 3 is equal to 3 into 3 minus 9 is equal to 9 minus 9 is equal to 0. So here 3 is the zero of the polynomial 3x minus 9. The degree of the polynomial is 1. Hence it is a linear polynomial. Why? Because the polynomial which is in the form ax plus b, where a, b are any two real numbers and a is not equals to 0, always represents a line. If the degree of the polynomial is 2, then it is said to be a quadratic polynomial. Its general form is ax square plus bx plus c, where a, b and c are any three real numbers and a is not equals to 0. It represents a parabola. Now coming to the problem. Find the zeros of the polynomial p of x is equal to x square minus x minus 6 in graphical method. Obviously, we know that it is a quadratic polynomial. The degree of the given polynomial is 2. Hence, it has two zero values. Put y is equal to p of x is equal to x square minus x minus 6. Let us write down some points satisfying the given polynomial in a tabular form. In finding the solution for the given problem, taking points is an important task. Proper care should be taken in putting the symbols and in calculating the values of polynomial p of x, that is y. In the table, write x in the first row and in the first column. You may take any real value for x, but for our convenience, we take the values from minus 4 to 4. They are minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. The values are kept in the first row as shown. Now come to the first column. The terms in the polynomial that are x square minus x minus 6 are kept below x respectively. Subsequently, we put y, that is equal to p of x, below minus 6. Clearly we know that the value of y comes by adding all these three terms. Finally, we put xy at the end of the first column. Now come to the second column. If x equals to minus 4, then x square is equal to minus 4 whole square is equal to 16, and minus x equals to minus of minus 4 is equal to 4. Third term minus 6. By adding these three terms, you will get 16 plus 4 minus 6 is equal to 16 plus 4 is equal to 20 minus 6 is equal to 14. So the point is minus 4, 14. Now come to the third column. If x equals to minus 3, then x square is equal to minus 3 whole square is equal to 9. Minus of minus 3 is equal to 3, and the third term is minus 6. So by adding all these three terms, you will get 9 plus 3 minus 6 is equal to 12 minus 6 is equal to 6. So the point is minus 3, 6. Next, come to the fourth column. If x equals to minus 2, then x square is equal to minus 2 whole square is equal to 4. And minus x equals to minus half minus 2 is equal to 2. Third term is minus 6. By adding these three terms, you will get 4 plus 2 minus 6 is equal to 6 minus 6 is equal to 0. So the point is minus 2, 0. Next, come to the fifth column. If x equals to minus 1, then x square is equal to minus 1 whole square is equal to 1. And minus x equals to minus of minus 1 is equal to 1. The third term is minus 6. By adding these three terms, you will get 1 plus 1 minus 6 is equal to 2 minus 6 is equal to minus 4. So the point is minus 1 minus 4. Next, come to the sixth column. If x equals to 0, x square is equal to 0 whole square is equal to 0. Minus x equals to minus 0 equals to 0. The third term is minus 6. So by adding these three terms, we get 0 plus minus 6 is equal to minus 6. So the point is 0 minus 6.
Now come to the seventh column. If x equals to 1, then x square is equal to 1 whole square is equal to 1. And the second term is minus x, that is minus 1. And the third term is minus 6. By adding these three terms, you will get 1 minus 1 minus 6, that is equal to 0 minus 6 is equal to minus 6. So the point is 1 minus 6. Next, come to the eighth column. If x equals to 2, then x square is equal to 2 whole square is equal to 4. Minus x equals to minus 2. And the third term is minus 6. By adding these three terms, you will get 4 minus 2 minus 6, that is equal to 2 minus 6, that is equal to minus 4. So the point is 2 minus 4. Come to the ninth column. If x equals to 3, then x square is equal to 3 whole square is equal to 9, and minus x equals to minus 3 minus 6. By adding these three terms, 9 minus 3 minus 6, that is equal to 6 minus 6 is equal to 0, and the point is 3 0. Next, come to the 10th column. If x equals to 4, then x square is equal to 4 square is equal to 16, and minus x equals to minus 4, and the third term is minus 6. By adding these three terms, you will get 16 minus 4 minus 6, that is equal to 12 minus 6 equals to 6. So the point is 4 6.
Next, we are going to the task plotting the points on a sheet of graph paper. The points that we have taken are minus 4 14, minus 3 6, minus 2 0, minus 1 minus 4, 0 minus 6, 1 minus 6, 2 minus 4, 3 0, and 4 6. Now take a sheet of graph paper. Draw x and y axis and mark the point of intersection as O. That's the point of origin. Now take convenient scales on both x and y axis. Here the scales are: on x axis 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit, on y axis 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit. By using the software of GeoGebra, I would like to explain how the points are plotted and the parabola is drawn. In similar way, you can also draw the parabola on a sheet of graph paper, which gives us the solution for the given problem. Firstly, plotting the point minus 4 14. Start from the origin and move 4 units horizontally towards left and turn 90 degrees to the right, and again move upwards 14 units vertically. The point at this position is minus 4 14. Mark it as A. Secondly, plotting the point minus 3 6. Start from the origin and move 3 units horizontally towards left and turn 90 degrees to the right and move 6 units upwards vertically. The point at this position is minus 3 6. Mark it as B. Now plotting the point minus 2 0. Start from the origin and move 2 units horizontally towards left. As the y coordinate of the point is 0, you should not move upwards or downwards vertically. The point at this position is minus 2 0. Mark it as C. Now plotting the point minus 1 minus 4. Start from the origin and move 1 unit horizontally towards left and turn 90 degrees to the left and again move 4 units downwards vertically. The point at this position is minus 1 minus 4. Mark it as D. Next, plotting the point 0 minus 6. As the x coordinate of the point is 0, you should not move horizontally towards left or right and move 6 units downwards vertically. The point at this position is 0 minus 6. Mark it as E. Now plotting the point 1 minus 6. Start from the origin and move 1 unit horizontally towards right and turn 90 degrees to the right and move 6 units downwards vertically. The point at this position is 1 minus 6. Mark it as F. Now plotting the point 2 minus 4. Start from the origin and move 2 units to the right and turn 90 degrees to the right and again move 4 units downwards vertically. The point at this position is 2 minus 4. Mark it as G. Now plotting the point 3, 0. Start from the origin, move 3 units towards right and here the y coordinate of the point is 0. Hence you should not move upwards or downwards vertically. The point at this position is 3, 0. Mark it as H. Now plotting the point 4, 6. Start from the origin and move 4 units towards right and turn 90 degrees to left and move again 6 units upwards vertically. The point at this position is 4, 6. Mark it as I. Join all the points that we have plotted with a free hand. The smooth curve so formed is called parabola. Put arrow marks at both ends of the curve drawn. It means that it can be extendable. Clearly we can observe that the curve intersects x-axis at minus 2, 0 and 3, 0. From this we can say that the zeros of the given polynomial are minus 2 and 3, at which their y coordinates are zeros. The rotation of the parabola can be viewed on the screen by wearing this type of polarized glasses. The rotation can be viewed in 3 dimensions also. Sir, may I come in? Yes, come in. As what I have told you earlier, to stand on my words, I have come back after getting the solution for the problem. Sir, please switch on TV to display the rotation of the parabola in 3D once again. Nice 3D experience. Students, do you want to view it at once? Wear this type of polarized glasses and enjoy 3D experience. I hope that the solution for the problem is crystal clear to our students. Thank you for your presentation. Thank you. Bye to all. Bye to all.